We pledge an allegiance. This is Yahweh Allegiance. Back at it again. Yesterday, I went to donate some blood. While I was there, the nurse who was handling the proceedings, injecting me with the needle and all that, we get to talking, and he brings up this video that he saw of some guy explaining the fourth dimension. What was interesting about that was I had just seen that same video that he was talking about, and I was immediately intrigued with what he had to say. To sum it up, the guy who is explaining this fourth dimension, clearly this guy is like a genius, probably at like some Einstein level. I watched the video and he got deep into how the world is functioning, right? So you have these four dimensions, and in each dimension, you're able to see more. We're in the third dimension. We can see three-dimensional objects, right? We can see in 3 dimensions, 3D. In the first dimension, you can only see, you can only go forward and backward, right? So that's all that the first dimension can see. The second dimension can go forward, backwards, and up and down. And then the third dimension can go forwards, backwards, up, down, left, and right. Right? So now you have height, width, and depth in the third dimension. The fourth dimension is basically the third dimension inside of another third dimension. So the fourth dimension can comprehend everything in the third dimension. You can see in the video, this kid blew his own mind. You look at his eyes and you can see like he went so deep into thought with this that it's like he's so disconnected from reality, because he gets to the notion of the fourth dimension and he couldn't figure out what that was. Like, who is in the fourth dimension that's able to look at us as small beings, right? Because each dimension, you can look and see different things. We in the third dimension, we look down on animals and insects, right? They look at us and they see us through a different lens. That's basically the gist of it. An ant, they don't know what they're comprehending when humans are walking around. Meanwhile, you have animals are able to connect with us. They would be probably in the second dimension and they can perceive us, but they still don't, they're not on our level, right? So we have levels in society. When I was talking to this guy, he grasped the video and he's like, yeah, man, so there's gotta be aliens and stuff in the fourth dimension. And I'm like, bro, when you start going down this slippery slope talking about aliens, I'm like, we gotta get to facts here. Aliens are demons, okay? We have angels and we have demons. The encounters that people have on earth with aliens, I'm not going to negate your encounter. What you encountered was a demon. The devil is here with his minions to cause confusion. He comes to seek, kill, and destroy. And along that path of doing those things, he's going to confuse you, right? Because somebody who's navigating a car, if they get in a state of confusion, they're going to die. Anyone who gets deep into science and tries to deny the existence of God, you get to a place where you may end up losing your mind, right? Your sanity, like the good Nebuchadnezzar from the Bible. He kept trying to deny God, and God turned his mind against him. You could essentially say it was a reprobate mind. If you're out there and you're denying the existence of God, I admonish you to wake up and stop fighting truth. There is a God, and you are going to die, and you need to be within God's grace. Cry out to him. This ain't prosperity, but I want you to prosper.